Hi, I'm David Barnett. You've probably seen me recently in the trailer for the forthcoming music biopic, The Insatiable Ones. But as well as being a trailer star, I'm also a trail star. Welcome to this week's episode of David Barnett's Great British Parkrun Journeys. In this week's episode, we'll be trailing northwest on this Metropolitan line train, having just travelled south on the Jubilee line. In today's journey, we're travelling to Harrow Parkrun in Harrow, northwest London, in Metroland. Here we are now at Harrow on the Hill station. Harrow, of course, probably most famous for its famous boarding school, where people with more money than sense can spend up to £12,850 a year to send their children away. Maybe not such a bad deal after all. But famous alumni from Harrow School include former Prime Ministers from Winston Churchill, Robert Peel, Stanley Baldwin, Lord Palmerston, and also posh actors and directors like Richard Curtis and that fellow that played Sherlock Holmes in Sherlock. So here we are, Harrow Recreation Ground, opened in 1885 at a cost of £3,000, I believe. Of course, Parkrun doesn't cost any money at all. It's free to take part every week. Let's just see if we can now find the start so we can take part. Hi, I'm David Barnett talking to you from the finish line at Harrow Parkrun in Harrow Recreation Grounds in Harrow. And I have to say, quite a tougher parkrun than I was anticipating, although this lovely open space looked relatively flat. Quite a lot of undulations too, particularly tough hills, not particularly steep, very long. Quite an interesting parkrun this in that it's 3 laps, but the first lap has an extra little loop to make up the full 5 kilometres, which all parkruns must adhere to. Nevertheless, lovely day. The sun just came out just as we kicked off, despite a very unpromising beginning to the day weather-wise, and some magnificent views from the hill up there of Harrow on the Hill coming up through the clouds and the sun. Really quite a joyous occasion. You can still see many of the amateur parkrunners finishing quite a long way behind me. Some people still only on their second lap of 3. Nevertheless, of course, it's the taking part that counts, and it's lovely to see so many people getting up on a cold, unpromising, misty morning to take part in something as glorious as this. Well done, everyone. And for those who haven't yet tried a parkrun, I heartily recommend it.